you say that the UFC is better than boxing?
It's true, and you know it's true.
It's not true.
Y'all boxers are so disrespectful to us athletes, bro.
Shakur Stevenson said boxing is better than the UFC. There's people that like boxing, there's people that like UFC. But in a street fight, it's not even a question who would win. It's always gonna come down to a UFC fighter winning or MMA fighter winning. And then like Crawford got involved saying like he's gonna take out guns and shit, blah blah, because Crawford started defending Shakur Stevenson against Joaquin Buckley, whatever.
He finna do this in the streets, acting like he gonna, do something, in the streets, man. He gonna keep a switch. He gonna need a switch if he playing with me. That was some good, deflection. We can keep it out of the streets, we ain't gonna be playing like that. Don't nobody make it back home. Let's get in the ring. Let's spar. You already know you be out in Vegas. You spar up at the Apex. You work up at the Apex. The whole world would love to watch. We can go live. We can have some fun with it. I see Shakur. He thinks something funny. Let's find out, because I'm dead serious about that. It's real cute that you talking about, what happened to tough guys on the street. We in the toughest sport in the world, right? And that's combat sports. So let's see who the best fighter. I ain't street certified. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, And I heard Bud got popped one time, right? Somebody say you want payday. This ain't got nothing to do with payday. I'm willing to do this for free.
Realistically, boxing is a sport. In a street fight, a UFC fighter will always win. So I don't even understand the argument, right? Boxers are like, I wouldn't say they are cocky, right? Because they make the amount of money. They're constant kind of like little broing UFC fighters. But in reality, UFC takes way more skill. There's a lot more ways to win. Like, I'd rather know MMA than just know boxing, right? Boxing is like, I'm not trying to say it's like a dying sport, but like UFC is blowing up constantly. Boxing is like kind of, not as big as it once was.
Boxing is a very limited form of fighting. It's kind of a silly agreement. Say like, we hate each other, we're gonna fight, we're gonna duke it out man to man, but we're only gonna use our hands. That's it. What ultimate fighting is, it's the actual sport of fighting. It encompasses all aspects of fighting: ground game, kicking, punching, elbows, submissions, all the above. That's why it's much more exciting.
In a real street fight, UFC fighters are always gonna win in a fight. I thought we were like already past this. Like, it's been so many years that the UFC already proved. It's always the MMA fighter going into a boxing ring to challenge them. It's very rarely you see a boxer going into a UFC ring, you know what I mean? Pro boxers like Shakur Stevenson, Terrance Crawford, relax, and I don't know why Terrance Crawford's bringing guns into this. He needs to relax. So anyways, guys, be Mr. Casual. Subscribe to the channel. If not, it's all good. Later.
But ultimate fighting is a sport of fighting. What you guys don't understand, you guys are a dying breed. You boxing guys, it's humans cockfighting. What you don't understand is your sport is getting swallowed. It's getting swallowed by a greater, more efficient, more spectacular sport.